Good morning, Michelle Lee here with Athena Rising Now, and I help ambitious visionary women bust through their financial glass ceiling and skyrocket their self-confidence. And today I'm talking about why you must say yes to your luxurious life and bring luxury into your life in order to truly activate your feminine wealth. As many of you may or may not know, hey Amanda, nice to see you here. I bring in the new codes of femininity, the new codes of being a woman. And what, as women, we are created to manifest wealth. It is something we naturally do. We are natural money making machines, so to speak, right? We tap into our own creativity. So glad you're here, Amanda. And making money is just simply a part of who we are. Now, we are not just about thriving, and we have been conditioned and programmed to really suffer. Suffering has been created for women throughout millennia, and we are waking up out of that. Sophia is awakening. The feminine Christ consciousness is awakening on the planet. She is wide awake on the planet. And if you're feeling that pull for more, if you're feeling that pull to create the life that you want, doing the work that you feel inspired to do, that is the Sophia awakening within you. So I want to talk about luxury because the Sophia luxury codes have been revealed to me. You know, I'm awakening into this as a process myself. And last week, I really began to understand the Sophia luxury codes. And what's important to know is that we are queens, we are goddesses. And when we say yes to luxury, when we allow ourselves not just enough to get by, like I'll just take the crumbs, I'll take a little bit, and instead allow ourselves luxury. For instance, I drive a Mercedes. I bought my Mercedes a couple years ago. So it's a great story for you to understand, honestly, is I bought my Mercedes. I'd been wanting a Mercedes for some time. There's this whole story about it being on my vision board for almost a year. And so I had put my Mercedes in the future sometime when I had enough money. But then one day I decided I'm going to go to the dealership and see what it takes for me to have my Mercedes. Well, long story short, I drove home with my Mercedes that day. And I will share with you, I had a knowing that this is who I am. I'm about luxury. Women are meant to have a luxurious life. It doesn't mean that we don't have an impact on the world. It means we have an even greater impact because we are demonstrating how we are meant to live. Hey, Carrie Ann, nice to see you. We're demonstrating how we're meant to live. But when I bought my Mercedes 2 years ago, the next day I had a luxury hangover. I went into this fear like, oh, this isn't right. I don't deserve this now, right? I felt like I made a bad decision. And it was really interesting, the emotions that came up. But it wasn't a mistake. I actually, doing the math, I ended up saving money by eliminating things that I didn't want in my life, which I had already done, which was an office space, a commercial office space. I didn't want to work from there. I wanted to work from home. When I said no to that and I traded my car in, I actually saved money every single month driving my luxury car. So I had created a story around that. And it actually made my life easier driving this luxury car because I had decided that what I wanted mattered. So I invite you this week to bring luxury in your life. How often do you pass over that pair of shoes that you want that seem too expensive, or that beautiful dress, or the beautiful jewelry, thinking that maybe I should buy my kids something instead. Maybe I should, save that money for the family vacation. Do you feel like you're not worthy of spending that kind of money on yourself? And I challenge you to go for luxury this week. Buy that new dress. I do a massage twice a month. I always do 90 minutes. And yet on Monday, I had my massage and I said, I want a little bit more. I want something a little more luxurious. And I did the Himalayan salt stone massage. I upgraded to that. And I just allowed myself to receive. What happens when you do that is that you raise your bar of worthiness when you take that action, even before it seems logical, right? That was me with my car. It's like, this isn't logical. If I'm going to be driving a Mercedes, I need to be making this much money when I'm making this much money. And it just wasn't true. I had this feeling, I'm going to grow into this luxury. And now I'm taking luxury to the next level. And what happens when you do that is you actually open the way for you to receive more wealth, to receive more love. And the more you receive, the more you have to give. So actually, embodying and owning that you are the queen of your queendom opens up more opportunities and possibilities for yourself and your entire family. Amanda, this is how I felt when I purchased my airline tickets at my little local airport for the Australia trip. It feels so good to know that I only have to drive 30 minutes instead of 3.5 hours. Yes, Amanda, that's perfect, right? It may seem illogical to spend that much money when you can save money, but that's where the energy shift is, right? It's a contraction as opposed to an expansion. And you feel good, Amanda, knowing that you don't have to suffer. That 3.5 hour drive would be suffering before however long airline ride that's going to be, an airplane ride to Australia that's going to be. You're allowing yourself to have the luxury of going to the closer airport, and watch how that shifts the energy in so many other ways. So here's what I invite you to do this week is do one luxurious thing, something that is outside your comfort zone. For mine, a couple years ago, for me, it was buying that Mercedes, right? Having a car payment that doubled the car payment that I had previously, so I could have that luxury car. It is total suffering, Amanda. Pick one thing and share with us in the comments what it is that you did and how you felt after that. Just because you may feel guilty, as I did after I got my Mercedes for a couple of days, I thought it was so interesting. I was like, this is so interesting. It was bringing up my self-worth. I was noticing where I felt worthy and where that worthiness stopped. So when you go out and do that luxury thing, when you buy those shoes, that dress, or the car, right? Whatever it is you do, just notice what emotions come up. Don't make it mean that you made the wrong decision, that you're not ready for luxury, or you can't afford luxury yet. By taking the action, you are demonstrating that you are ready for that luxury, and you will be provided for at that level. You will always be provided for at that level. So thank you all for being here today. I look forward to hear what luxurious actions you're going to take. Carrie, share with us. Amanda, what's your next luxurious action you're going to take? Share it below. I'll be back later to check on the comments and support you in embodying the queen, the goddess that you are, and receiving your thriving energy, the luxury codes of womanhood. Bye for now. I will see you all next time. Thank you for joining me.